and laugh. I was out the roof, please turn me down. Don't have to cheat. My girl, the night girl, she is sweet, how she sweet. When you're mad at, and see the food cat, and see the type of dude I would have to shoot at. I'm just spitting, girl, let me bounce back. What's your sound? I'm really like you said. I wanna know your name, I can ask you myself. You shine like a ring, baby, say I feel blessed.
And I mean, I stopped counting at like 12 or 13. I saw Confederate flags all over Maine. And I knew, even though I know racism is all over the place, I always say, well, you know, you got a different kind of racism. It's, you know, it's not the open kind of racism. These cats have Confederate flags in Maine right now. This is like 2016. So I'm pretty sure after Trump, this is like leading up to the election. I'm pretty sure now those things have like grown exponentially.
Only you rescue me. No, this is my prayer tonight. If you were mine, if you were mine, I wouldn't want to go to heaven.
I and thee, thou and I are one. I in thee, thou in me. We are one in unity. That's the Heavenly Father and the Son, the same being. Okay. It does not mean that Jesus did not have a father, because according to our ancient records, he most certainly did have a father. His father's name is in the book. Christians, Jews, and Muslims articulate his name every time they pray. They don't know it's the Heavenly Father's name, or a Heavenly Father's name. Let the brothers of Muslim get mad at me here. One is on the back of the dollar bill. In God we trust one. Big design for the idea of one. He was the high potentate of the Masonic order. That's the one they trust. In their concept of G-O-D, Generator, Operator, Destroyer, is its esoteric meaning. The Masonic meaning of G-O-D is government of democracy. They had the design for that. I'm getting away here from where I'm going, but I'll get back to the law of vibration. From the center of here, 5-pointed star, which is on your American flag, the Pentagon. That's Benjamin Banneker Bay's work, who designed Washington, D.C. in an astrological and Moorish, mathematical, and esoteric design. Brilliant black man, brilliant. Benjamin Banneker, the first black scientist in America, is what he has been entitled as. B-A-N-N-E-K-A-R, Banneker, dash B-E-Y, Bay. We'll get to the Bay, Eel, and Ali later on as we talk more about Moorish stuff. But what I want you to keep in mind, we're talking about all of this information. Is the science, is the spirituality that you are supposed to inherit. And it got disrupted and interrupted and curved through slavery, which is not our history. Those are current events, and that's all. Okay. Don't buy into that as history. That's That's not a part of your winning psychology. The records of the past are designed and recorded to tell those in the future how the ones in the past succeeded so that they might also succeed. That's the spiritual and psychological value of history. To find out how to win, to achieve, to accomplish. To endure is fine, but we have over-endured. We've been holding on, what? Over 400 years. And if you're holding on to something, how can you go forward? We got to quit holding on. We're not down here to survive. We're down here for one primal reason. Be ye perfect, even as thy heavenly Father is perfect. Now that's attributed to the teachings of Jesus. And if it's not a part of your nature to be perfect, no man could ask you to be perfect. So,
Mentally deranged, probably be the same MC producer never heard of in the game. Let's get your 50 cent ass down, I make change. Have a load of man. MC producer never heard of in the game. Have a load of man. Have a load of man. Have a load, have a load, have a load of man. Have a load of man. Have a load, have a load, have a load, have a load. MC producer never heard of in the game. Let's get your 50 cent ass down, I make change. Have a load of man. Most hip hop and game. I'm strong armor rappers for they fans and they fame. I spit that roll with pure as cocaine. Now snort my lines and shoot up my rounds. My tones is kilos, my hopes is dimes. 16, 62s, 8 bars is 31. Old school hustle, you dudes is dumb. Now what you know about bagging up 400 dollar sacks? All straight money, man, I'm talking real comeback. You guys Spain every day, I be up there. Set out the next day, boy, when you run that turn 4,800 to 48,000. When you do the math, how much I pay for a pint?
I understand because I understand a little bit about the world that every organization has problems. That's the reason why the Catholic Church and the Protestant Church came from the Catholic Church. That's the reason why Martin Luther left the church and they went to war. That's the reason why we see Baptists, Pentecostals, and all these, because they couldn't get along. So if you ask me, I would say that the gang culture is right on a line of these different churches. You gotta, if Jehovah's Witness walk up to my house, my mama used to at one time go crazy, close the door and feel like the house was being invaded, and we looking like, what's happening? Yeah. You know, and so what's the difference? And I mean, at one time, because I study history, the churches actually were killing each other.
Oh yeah,
1500-year war between the Protestants and the Catholic Church.
Well, I mean, you could also look at the Dark Ages of the Inquisition.
Yeah.
And what they would do.
That's still going on, though. We can't do that one. We still living in that time, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like the way they would convert people,
yeah,
and the type of tortures and the creative aspect of what they would do to try to convert people. They're still doing it. Yeah.
You're still doing it right now. So I mean,
if the next administration comes in and it's those Democrats again, or these neocons, this whole thing is about to be. It doesn't seem like it get worse than this. It's going to be illegal to be a heterosexual. I don't know how the language is going to be, but it's going to be, it's already becoming that. Didn't you say it's hard to be a strong heterosexual black man without facing criticism from everybody around you as a young bro? How old are you, young bro? You're 24. What percentage, if you could just say, in your opinion, just dudes around you that you run into that's black is gay? Either one. Put them both together if you had to guess. So like you said, he's a brother that's 24 years old. He's saying about half the brothers he knows that's in that age group, 50% of them is either on the down low game or overly gay. What are we afraid to fight for? So he's saying, are you starting to feel like you the only heterosexual a lot of times in an environment? Or one of the few? You the only one that's like, I'm gonna stand my ground, I ain't with this, don't bring that to my face. All the rest of them suck or they're weaker. Do you
you have even conceived if somebody told you there'll be a day when we'll be going around in the black community and we'll be scared of gays?
I say what? I say what? Oh, we partying now. I take it back to the Amazon, to the 94 Aero Squadron, to the Carnival, Club U, and time.
Brothers got this complex, I keep right.
Turn down for what? This for Two-Face too. That's what my name. This for Two-Face.
Brothers got this complex, I keep right.
Hey baby, put your pride in me. This for Two-Face too. That's what my name. This for Two-Face.
Keep going. Hell in 3 jurisdictions. That's DC, Maryland, and Virginia. When they colonized our country, Virginia was the first. Maryland was standing by land Baltimore. Right? DC ceded Virginia back in 1846. So look. Oh, this supposed to be DC.
Or should I get him?
She alright. She ain't gonna fall.
Look. You go there. Look. You go right here.
Tonight. Good? Chilling? Okay.
Whenever we do our shows, we like to pay homage to everybody that came before us. I'm talking about the Trouble Funks. I'm talking about the Chuck Browns. I'm talking about the Junkyards, the Backyards, the Northeast Groovers. I'm talking about the Mass Extinction, AM/FM. I'm talking about the young senators, everybody that came up through D.C., that watched the D.C. music scene. And I'm talking about my favorite band, the wickedest band alive. Shout out to REO. Well, alright. Now, hit it. Now, hit Whenever we do our shows, we like to pay homage to everybody that came before us. I'm talking about the Trouble Funks. I'm talking about the Chuck Browns. I'm talking about the Junkyards, the Backyards. Now hit it. 50-50, 50-50. I can hit the kitty, can't get it, can't get it. All she did. 50-50, 50-50. I can hit the kitty, can't get it, can't get it. All she did is a fickle ribbon. Then she pullin' at my chimney. Oh, I bet you 50-50, 50-50. I can hit the kitty. Oh, I bet you 50-50, 50-50. I can hit the kitty, can't get it, can't get it. All she did is a fickle ribbon. Then she pullin' at my chimney. Oh, I bet you 50-50, 50-50. I can hit the kitty, can't get it, can't get it. All she did is a fickle ribbon. Then she pullin' at my chimney. Oh, I bet you 50-50. All she needs is a pimple ribbon, then she pulling at my attention.